Hypno Carlito, you know, who signed to OTF. What's the issue with that? You know, do you feel like that song he made was even to you? Because what's not directed is not what's that saying? What's directed is really not directed. Something like that.
I mean, I know it is. You know what I'm saying? To me, if I just met you and you said I'm a better rapper than you, that's no different today to me. That's your opinion. You see what I'm saying? He stated that it's, you know, it's only music, it's not beef. You know what I'm saying? Ooh. You know, everybody got their own opinion. You know, is that stopping money from coming to my pockets? Is that stopping me from feeding my sons and my kids? No, it's not. Is it stopping me from putting out music? No, it's not. You know, so he can do what he want to do, but, you know, thanks for the promotion, you know, shit like that. So it is what it is, man.
Do you find yourself making a so-called diss rap? We're going to have a McMill and the Drake between you two?
No, because me, like, I made a Twitter, I made Instagram thing to promote my music. Right. So that's my plan. Now, what type of man or how strong is my mind if I let somebody manipulate things and change my plans? You see what I'm saying? I didn't make an Instagram and a Twitter to promote you or diss you or mention you and all this other stuff. You know, I did it to promote my music. This is what I made for. This is my plan I set out to do. And if I go stray away from that plan, that means I'm not focused. Or somebody got me off track, out of focus. You see what I'm saying? So I'm too focused for any of that and all that. You see what I'm saying? That's nothing to me.
So you knew about Young Pappy.
Yeah.
And I just wanted to know, how do you feel about the situation? Do you feel like, you know, he had potential? You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
What type of potential do you think? And what do you think you would have saw him like right now had he still been here with us?
Right now, I can see him having this interview right here with me right now. I feel like it'll be all the controversy and all the talk of who better out of Montana 300 than Young Pappy right now. I can hear that everywhere, and I'll be completely comfortable with it. And I feel like it's a reasonable argument. You see what I'm saying? Definitely, he left, you know, way before his time. Yes. You see what I'm saying? I wish I could have reached out to him beforehand. It was crazy because I was on my way to New York to a 5-city tour at the end of May, you know, and probably like 3 weeks before that, my homie was like, "Hey man, you heard of this dude, Young Pappy?" Woo, woo. I'm like, "Nah." He said your name in the song. Woo, woo. So I'm thinking like maybe like a diss or something, you know. So right. Like from the players, you know. So I heard, you know, I'm like, oh, he did, you know, it wasn't no diss, you know what I'm saying? He kind of like acknowledged me, like saying, you know, like they said kill Chirac. He's like, oh, harder than dude kill Chirac. He didn't say harder than Meek Mills did it or Durk did it or Tiger or Game did it, you know. Something like, you know, I kind of looked at it like that. So that's what I heard from him. You know, I'm like, oh, you got some bars, you know. But when I heard it, I was like, the only thing is as far as the gang dissing, you know, I'm like, that's what I would tell him, you know what I'm saying, like to not do that, because when you are doing music, it's a business, you know what I'm saying? Right. You don't want unwanted trouble. Like anybody that's doing a business, if you got a venue, you having somebody come to the show, you don't want, you know what I'm saying, you don't want nobody bringing that drama to your show. Exactly. If you want to have a successful event and do events in the future, you know what I'm saying? And us, a lot of rappers in Chicago, they fail to realize that, like, you know, they so much on Instagram throwing down different gangs to where you can't go on certain sides of your own city and do a show and conduct no business, you know what I'm saying? So people are hesitant to do business with you know what I'm saying, because there's so much that comes along with you know what I'm saying? And by doing that, we create more enemies for ourselves and devils that we don't know and can't see, because everybody don't walk around with BD and GD written on their forehead, so you know when to be on offense and when to be on defense, you see what I'm saying? So I just wish I could have sat down and really talked to him, because I feel like, you know, some people, I got an artist right now, J Real, who really, you know, some people just, they have a lot of sense, you know what I'm saying, but they're not trying to hear it, you see what I'm saying? Like, or they have to really find out for themselves, you see what I'm saying? They have to go through it for themselves and make that decision on their own, you know? And I know for a fact that there's people out there that, like, your mom, or even a bum on the street could tell you some of the, give you some of the most wisdom, you know what I'm saying, that you ever heard, and you don't take a heed to it. But someone like Derrick Rose or someone like Meek Mills, or you know what I'm saying, that you consider successful, tell you the same exact thing, and it means all the everything in the world to you. You know what I'm saying? So stuff like that. So I feel like he probably would have listened to me, you know what I'm saying, just because it's coming from me. You know what I'm saying? And he's coming up like right behind me. You know what I'm saying? I'm listening to him headed to New York. You know what I'm saying? And my manager playing his 2 Cups mixtape. You know, and I'm hearing shit on here, and I'm. One thing about me is, like, the key is for this rap stuff is to be unpredictable and to be effective. Okay. And that's what I was getting from him. Like, he was surprising me a whole lot, you know. And I'm like, man, you know, and I'm feeling them. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not no feeling like, oh, I'm feeling that or that felt good. It was like, I felt that pain. Yeah. I know what he's talking about.
Everybody
you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And I don't get that from other Chicago rappers. You know what I'm saying? It's like, we want you to just to rock to this or nod your head to this. And it's just, that ain't what the vibe I was getting from him. You see what I'm saying? And it's like, he's saying this for a reason. You see what I'm saying? This is things that he's been through. You see what I'm saying? So it had substance in it and a lot of content. You know what I'm saying? So I like that. And that was different. That was unexpected to me, and it was effective because I actually felt it. You know what I'm saying? So I got to thinking, I'm driving like, man, what if maybe I should reach out to him, you know what I'm saying, and you know, like ask him if he want to be FGE, you know what I'm saying, and really start fucking with him, you know. And so I'm thinking, okay, I'm gonna go down and do these shows, and I'm gonna reach back out to him when I get back in town, you know. And then the next morning, that's why I got a text from my brother saying that, you know, something happened to him, you know. And I'm like, damn, you know, I'm hoping it's not true, you know what I'm saying. And it was like,
we always hoping it wasn't true.
And I'm just like, yeah. So ever since then, that was like May 30th, May 29th, something like that.
Yeah,
I've been listening to him nonstop.
Yeah,
like,
yeah. Yesterday.